Hi, this is Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and I am here to do another episode of my The Curse of Book 2, where you help me clear my bookshelves and make sense of books that I bought in the past that have evaded escape because I haven't read them. So today I picked two authors that I have not read any books from. Like I said, there will be some that I have read in the past and I've collected and want to keep them. But for the most part, they're ones that I haven't read. So this one, I don't know which I got first. I know I got them both at a thrift book store. So they're used. I think I might have heard of them online, why it spurred me to pick them up when I saw them. I'm not sure. But the first is The House of Broken Angels by Luis Alberto Urrea. Urrea? Is that how you say it? That's this one. And I have The Hummingbird's Daughter, which, hello, love hummingbirds on the cover of books. And there is one right there in the bottom. Okay. So apparently he's won a lot of awards. On this one it says Luis Alberto Urrea is the recipient of a Lannan Literary Award, an American Book Award, a Western States Book Award, and a Colorado Book Award, and he has been inducted into the Latino Literary Hall of Fame. His previous book, The Devil Highway, was a finalist for the 2005 Pulitzer Prize for General Nonfiction, and he lives in Chicago. So this one sure is a chunker, okay? Let's just look at that first, okay? Think about me, all right? And it is just under 500 pages, so like 490 something. So this is a big one. This one's a little bit more, the normal size. I'm going to read the back of this one, and you help me decide what we do. Do I just donate, possibly read later, keep, because it's a great book to have on my shelf? Give me some advice. I want the advice. So it says, miracles and passion abound in this mesmerizing novel. Everywhere hailed as a masterpiece, the story of a young woman whose gifts as a healer lent her the aura of a saint and who must come to terms with a surprising destiny as all of Mexico rises in revolution, crying out her name. Okay, that is the description. Did I bring my Kindle to the session? I did not. So I can't even really look this one up. And it was a national bestseller. Oh, God. Let's see if this is anything in here. These are like reviews in the beginning of it. Okay. Okay, well. Leave it to me not to peek to see if there's a real description on here. Like you must have it going good when you can just like put like a mini thing like that and be like, yeah, buy it. So, and you got to invest your time on this, okay? So it better be good. Apparently, though, he's won a lot of awards, and this one was a national bestseller. So obviously, several people were interested, right, in the book. So there's that one. I have no idea. And I do like the hummingbirds are even on the spine of this one, too. So that's kind of lovely. All right. I don't know how to react because I really don't know what this is. I will have to look up. I'll have to look it up by myself and see what I think. And yeah, okay. If you've read it, let me know what I'm in for if I should decide to keep it. The next one is The House of Broken Angels. And it's got a really cute cover too. It looks like a little boy and an older gentleman with a cane. It's their silhouette, and they're walking above, which looks like a little town, like some houses, like in a city or something. I don't know if you can see it up there. Like, look. You see it? Yeah, this is a national bestseller too. Apparently the man sells books. Okay, so, yeah, okay. Beloved patriarch Miguel Angel de la Cruz, affectionately called Big Angel, has summoned his entire clan for one last legendary birthday bash. As the party approaches, his nearly 100-year-old mother dies, transforming the weekend into a farewell doubleheader. Among the guests is Big Angel's half-brother, known as Little Angel. who must reckon with his identity as part gringo and with the differences between his siblings' lives and his own. Across 2 bittersweet but riotous days in their San Diego neighborhood, 4 generations celebrate Big Angel and his mother, recounting the many myths that has passed into family lore. The acts, both ordinary and heroic, that brought the De La Cruz to this fraught and sublime country they have come to call home. The House of Broken Angels is full of warmth, humor, authentic at every turn. A novel that cements Luis Alberto Urrea, reputation as a storyteller of the first rank. This sounds interesting. This sounds keepable to read. I think this sounds. What do you think about this one? Am I wrong? Am I right? Did you read it? Okay. These two, because I have no description of this hunker chunker. This one sounds more interesting. But this one might be great too, you know. And they're both national best. He is a best-selling author, so there's something to be said that people continue to buy the books, right? Loving the color and the cover on it, and it's very nice. So this one I think sounds interesting to me. All right, this next author I remember seeing, and this is probably, I want to say it was when I started, like, just being a, you know, a viewer on BookTube, not my having a channel. I think that's when I bought these books. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And I know you guys really don't want to watch me drink the whole time, but I can feel it in my throat. But these books, I remember 2 of them for sure. The last one, not so much so. Actually, I have 3. So this one's breaking the rule. I have bought 3. I didn't stop at just 2 and not read it. I bought a 3rd, okay? It probably was the same case as before in my other video where I saw one was on bargain and I was like, well, this is supposed to be a great author. I'll snag it too. That's how sometimes this kind of happens. You know, we need to tap that down now. Sometimes water tastes so good, right? You're like, I love it. It's just the right temperature. It's just great. Okay. And so I promise you guys these are short videos, so let's do it. Okay, so this one is Paula McLain. This book and this book I saw all over the place. All over the place. I remember it was, now this is a long time ago. Let me see when this one was written. That make an insight. Watch, it's like last year. No. No. 2015. Okay, so that's a hunk of chunk of time a while ago. And then this one I remember seeing around as well. And I think that I picked up maybe this one first and then I grabbed this one. And then I have a 3rd one. And the 3rd one is, I didn't see anything, but you know, these were already there. And I was like, well, you know, I'll be happy that I got it for a bargain, and it's a great read. So this one is called Love and Ruin. So this is the 3rd one. All right, so there's the books. Let's take a peek at what they're about. Okay, so the first one, this is really helpful to me. I just want you guys to know this is a very helpful process to me because I am slowing down and kind of like, really, are you going to read it? Is it interesting to you? So this one was a New York Times bestseller, Circling the Sun. It's blurred by Jodi Picoult, an author that I have read. Okay, it says, this powerful novel transports readers to the breathtaking world of Out of Africa, 1920s Kenya, and reveals the extraordinary adventures of Beryl McCam, a woman before her time, brought to Kenya from England by pioneering parents dreaming of a new life on an African farm. Beryl is raised unconventionally, developing a fierce will and a love of all things wild. But after everything she knows and trusts dissolves, headstrong young Beryl is flung into a string of disastrous relationships, then becomes caught up in a passionate love triangle with the irresistible safari hunter Dens Finch Hatton and the writer Baroness Karen Blixen. Brave and audacious and contradictory, Beryl will risk everything to have Denny's love, but it's ultimately her own heart that must conquer to embrace her true calling and her destiny to fly. Circling the Sun. I don't know. For many reasons. I don't know if this is going to be, you know, apparently it's a historical fiction, it says up here. I don't know. We'll have to see what you guys think. I don't know. I'm glad I have these books, but somebody can have this in their home that will want to read it. Let me know if you think this is a good one, if you've read it, okay? You know, I need you to be convinced a little bit more than what I just read. Okay, this one is The Paris Wife. Chicago, 1920. Was that one in 1920 as well? She does 1920, I guess. It's a Chicago 1920. Hadley Richardson is a quiet 28-year-old who has all but given up on love and happiness until she meets Ernest Hemingway, and her life changes forever. Following a whirlwind courtship and wedding, the pair set sail for Paris, where they become the golden couple in a lively and volatile group, the fabled Lost Generation. That includes Gertrude Stein, Ezra Pound, and F. Scott, and Zelda Fitzgerald. Though deeply in love, the Hemingways are ill-prepared for the hard drinking and fast-living life of jazz-age Paris, which hardly values traditional notions of family and monogamy. Surrounded by beautiful women and competing egos, Ernest struggles to find the voice that will earn her a place in history, pouring all the richness and intensity of his life with Hadley and their circle of friends into the novel that will become The Sun Also Rises. Hadley, meanwhile, strives to hold on to her sense of self as the demands of life with Ernest grow costly and her roles as wife, friend, and muse become more challenging. Despite the extraordinary bond, they eventually find themselves facing the ultimate crisis of their marriage, a deception that will lead to the unraveling of everything they fought so hard for. Okay. No. Convinced me. Tell me why. I don't know. I mean, no. Okay. So that one I feel like is almost like a no instantly. Actually, both of them. But if you read it, let me know. There's no hard feelings if you read it or you liked it, you don't like it. We're just being honest with each other, right? That didn't strike me as something like I got to put aside something else and read it, or that it should take up space in my library that I have to keep precious books. So that would be a no on my part. But if you think I'm wrong, just let me know. It's okay. We're still good. This one is Love and Ruin. I think they're all love stories. Is that what it is? Like, you know, which is fine. Nothing wrong with a little love, but okay. We're now in 1937. 28-year-old Martha Gellhorn. Did I say the name of this? Love and Ruin. Yeah. Travels alone to Madrid to report on the atrocities of the Spanish Civil War, and becomes drawn to the stories of ordinary people caught in the devastating conflict. It's the adventure she's been looking for and her chance to prove herself as a worthy journalist in a field dominated by men. But she also finds herself unexpectedly and uncontrollably falling in love with Hemingway, a man who on his way becoming a legend. Oh, what is this? Is this the second part of this one? Wait a minute. I don't know. I'm gonna keep reading. Yeah, there's no editing in my videos. Can you see the confusion come across my face? Like, oh, wait a minute. Did we just talk about Hemingway? It has a little, fixation here. Okay. Okay. In the shadows of the impending Second World War, and set against the turbulent backdrops of Madrid and Cuba, Martha and Ernest's relationship in their professional careers ignite. But when Ernest publishes the biggest literary success of his career, For Whom the Bell Tolls, they are no longer equals, and Martha must make a choice: surrender to the confining demands of being a famous man's wife, or risk losing Ernest by forging a path of her own as her own woman and writer. It is a dilemma that could force her to break his heart and hers. Heralded by Ann Patchett as the new star of historical fiction, she brings Martha Gellhorn's story richly to life and captures her as a heroine of the ages, a woman who will risk absolutely everything to find her own voice. I love when I answer my own question. So far, I'm not feeling anything. And I feel bad. I think that people raved about these, but that was in 2015. And now I feel like I am not in that place. But they might be really good stories. I mean, listen, let me take this back. Let me restate this. they're probably lovely stories, but they're not ones that are speaking to me per se. There's nothing that spoke to me in any of these that was like, I gotta keep it. You know what I mean? This is 3 good books, space for 3 good books that do that I feel attached to. So I'm glad I read it out loud. So in my opinion, they got to go. If you think that I might really enjoy one of these, let me know. And then I can always put it on my list for an ebook. You know, I don't have to have it in my house. That's how I'm feeling about these. So far out of these 5 books, because unfairly, because I did not read the real blurb for this one, this is sounding like the most interesting. Like this one I feel like I could pick up and enjoy. It's like a family drama saga and sprinkled with some history and humor. This sounds like this could be my jam. These especially, no so much. Somebody else's, no, it's all right. And this one I don't know. So that's it for today. I'm going to come back to you with some more. And we're going to keep purging. I can't wait to see my bookcases in the end, because I feel like this is the first time for real that I'm actually really, digging through and going back into the past and pulling out things that, some I think this is definitely a winner. And some I just feel like, yeah, okay, So let me know though, because I love communicating with you guys, and it's like having you in my home and we can talk. Should I keep this? You're here, and it's a nice feeling to share this experience with you guys. And I'm so excited for the way my bookcases are going to really be in the end of this process. So I'll be back with some more books, because you know me, I bought way more than I needed to buy in the past and in the present. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.